Hello, Patreon. Hey guys, it's Viewmasters Reactions, and we're back with episode 54, the only part for YouTube this week. The rest is on the Patreon hour. We got 50 or more likes in the live stream, which made us do 30 minutes into episode 54. So the live stream has the beginning part, then Patreon hour, and then this. So you didn't miss anything. I think last week was the same thing. There's been a couple weeks where every week we've been jumping further into the episodes with all the likes and stuff. If you want to see it, go over to the live streams. If you throw up more likes, we'll keep going. Like, we'll jump through episodes way quicker. But the last we saw, we had Diron, even though it looks like Diron with the subtitles. Diron talking about, we have now gone around, we're detecting evil, or at least looking for what the heck is causing these nightmares. We find this dude, a bugbear, that is murdering or has murdered his neighbor's wolves. So we pretend we're something we're not, or at least just use intimidation. I'm wearing my Ford shirt because I was quite impressed with Ford's tactics. Ford was intimidating something twice his size just by looking the part. And we got the information we needed. We follow this dude back to his house. We promise him we'll be back to make sure he doesn't blab, because I think his name was Adumon. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember. But it was something like that, like Udamon. Maybe Udamon. I think that sounds kind of familiar. We were going over things. Ford is like, yo, all right, so did you talk to anybody earlier? Yeah, you. No. You didn't talk to anybody. Ready? Let's go on again. Like, did you talk to anybody? Yeah, you earlier. You asked me a bunch of times. Udamon isn't getting it. So we're going to go back, double check. But now we found the well. There was also the problem with the Corinne warrior, but Bo rolled very good. I think it was a 22. Saved our asses. The warrior went away. Jester, that's right. That's how we ended it. Laura looked pissed off because she wanted to take a short rest, and we went into the well. We're going to the well. We've just gotten to the 3-foot gap. Matt said it's about yay big, about big enough to maybe squeeze yourself through. And we didn't heal up or do anything. And Jester is like, Sam, you piece of shit. I didn't get anything. And we're going to jump in. You guys want to see more of what I do? Full unedited episodes of all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing. In the link of every video is a Patreon link. Hundreds of episodes of television. Vox Machina Season 1 and 2, the Patreon Hour exclusive. Hundreds of movies and other shows. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Legend of Korra, Death Note. So many others. Go check it out. Patreon link below. If not, Campaign 2, Episode 54, Well Beneath. Investigation check. We're by the hole.
23. It does appear to have been pushed
23.
towards the well.
What does the...
So something came out.
Where the stone seems to have crumbled, it seems to have been pushed from the opposite side.
All right, so something pushed through
and it's
to
probably
get
whatever
up
stones
through
were
the
there
well.
are probably sitting at the bottom of this well water. The other thing you notice is the smell here.
We're about 25, 30
is
feet down.
Stale with dust.
Ghostbusters
and
2 shit.
earth and rain and a hint of kind of a pungent
I said during the
sulfurous
Patreon hour, I'm like, this is reminding me of Ghostbusters 2, where
any,
we had to drill down
does it
into the
smell
street,
similar to the
and people
smell
are
you
coming around, and we're like,
experienced down
nothing
under
to see
the,
here.
More bounders.
And we're going to find a river of slime.
Pretty close.
A river
Yeah,
of
that's
slime.
about all I need. I'll use the
After
feature
the
of
Vigo
felch
reference,
into
more
Misty Step
Ghostbusters
back
2.
up, just underneath the ridge of the well, with my fingers on the side.
Okay. There's a sudden shoosh of wind, and you watch as Ford's fingers and they appear and grasp onto the edge of the well, pulls himself back up out of it.
I climb up. That's what we want.
That's
Yeah,
what we
they
want.
had the same smell as down beneath the moor bounders.
Okay,
Yep.
maybe not so much crawling around the well or circus tricks. Jess
Zorth's
and Bora got
pits.
a belly on their feet. Let's get out of here, have something to eat, rest, and come
Yeah,
back.
I
in the
felt
night.
like giving Ford a little shout out. I feel like Ford did
Not
good
the
that
bread,
last
it was your
episode.
idea to try to
Held
curry
his shit
favor here
together.
in town. We're not going
Was
to run off. This was your
good
idea.
when he needed to be.
I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah,
Let's go
okay.
rest now that we know what we're doing.
We're
So-
gonna go rent a room at the Four Room.
Oh,
Four
Laura,
Corners.
look at Laura. See how Laura's acting?
All right, yeah,
That's
the
like
Four Corners
somebody
package.
that
Isn't it one
knows
of those
they threw a bit of a
Japanese,
shit
like,
fit, and
you know
now
those
they're like, all right.
hotels?
I'm sorry, I
It
lost. I
looks
mean, but
like
I feel she's
a
right.
stable
It's
for
like I
people.
want to take a
It's
goddamn
an
rest, and
open-
you people
it's an
made me
open
come here.
space. Like imagine a series of
She was very angry.
cubbies.
They
It's a
they were
hostel,
like,
if
let's
you
just
will.
go check it out, and then
But
she's
the
like,
floor is
this is bullshit.
stone, pebbles, molded hay and whatever bits of like bedding and leather could be thrown over to try and give a semblance of a softer floor. The good news is it's cheap.
The good news,
and there's only 2 of these sections
it's
that are
free.
available, and they cost you an ask of 5 copper a night.
And there's no tables or chairs or beds or anything. It's just cow pens for
Yes.
for humanoids.
Yes.
Excellent.
Right.
Great.
Sure, we'll take them both.
The 2 that are available, at least. You can't look into the
Are
others.
they
They're
next to
closed
each
off.
other, or are they like in separate areas?
They're separate.
Okay.
There's one that's kind of to the far back corner, and the other one appears to be maybe 4 of those separate sections down and to the right.
Okay.
So
Take both, yeah?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can take both if you want. Who's staying in which one?
Well, we
Who's
don't have 3 rooms, which we normally have. so
Take
I feel
them.
like the
Let's
ladies and
buy the
gentlemen
place.
split
Let's
up.
just buy the place and live here forever.
I mean, are y'all gonna be all right by yourselves? Jester, are you gonna be safe?
She could punch you through a wall. Do you have a
We
third
might
room
need
here?
a man to take care of us, Ford.
The bugbear that runs the 4 corners, if you go and ask them,
Yeah.
it's like, no, we're full, sorry.
Oh,
All right.
fair play, fair play.
Fair play.
Unless, do you wanna room with the ladies for any other particular reason?
I
Did you
was
want to
just
room
trying
with
to-
Jester for any
Yeah,
particular
yeah, I'll room with
Oh,
Caleb
look at
and-
Chester's
and
face.
Cad.
Look at her.
I
Look at
mean,
her.
if you think about it, normally like Yasha's the biggest one of us. You've got the 2 of us here. That's
I just head into one of the rooms.
Who joins Ford?
yeah.
No, I go to the other one.
Don't you think he was subtly?
But this isn't what he was doing, not.
Jester, go try it.
I go in with
Come
Jester.
on.
I go in with Jester.
Jester goes to the opposite room
There's
of
one,
Ford because the
Bianca
shenanigans
joins
aren't
you, and-
hilarious
Stands
to
to
her
burn decisively
right now.
for about 8
I thought it
minutes.
was good. I liked it.
all right. So who's taking a full rest on this, I guess?
Full
How
rest.
long will a full rest put me? Am I meeting Diron at like sunset, or she's dark?
Just after dark, you don't have a specific time.
specific time.
By the time you guys have this space, you've returned and you begin this rest, it's closer to like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. So a full rest will put you awake conscious at about like 3, 4 in the morning.
I'm going to
Power nap.
That's good.
I'm gonna do a power nap and blow some hit dice.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I'll
take a
head out
chance.
early.
3 or 4 in the morning, that's like getting to sunrise. Like a couple hours from, like around me, 5:30, you start seeing the sun coming up. I mean,
Since it's
obviously
invisible,
depending
I
on
can't see.
daylight
Did anyone
savings.
go into the
But
cow
from what I'm
stall
told,
Ford yet?
we have no
You did?
longer
I'm going to join.
have to deal with that.
Them.
Okay.
Wasn't the last
After
one
you
the
guys
last
spend
daylight
that,
savings time
take your
ever? That's what I was
preparations
told.
for
And then
an
other
early
people have
short rest
doubted me, and I've read it
as
several
you spend your hit
times.
dice.
But around
is the-
here,
is
usually
the
like
rest of the
5:30,
party
6
doing
o'clock, sun
long
comes up.
rest?
Everyone
Till
else
the
is
middle of
taking
the
the long
night.
rest, apparently.
Yeah,
But you'll be coming out at about 3, 4 in the morning.
yeah,
So pushing
right,
dawn,
so-
depending on when you arrive at your destination.
yeah. Klar.
It would take 2 hours. What, dawn is usually around like 5 or 6.
5 or 6 in the morning.
You haven't been to your house.
You haven't
can
been
between
to,
3 and
and it's
4.
always different. That's
And
what
you
I
gather
said.
yourselves and walk over to the part of the
Around
house, it's
here,
like 3:30, 4:30 in the morning.
Everywhere's
It's not-
different.
Like the sun's not going to hit, but you'll begin to see a change of light.
Ooh, I'm keeping that. That's nuts.
I've prepared my spells for the next day.
Every spell's always.
They're always the same spells.
Yeah, so
They're
good on
always
you.
the same.
ready.
You are prepared.
I'm ready.
Well done, sir.
Everyone's jazzing up
Everybody else
their
good?
lives over
Yeah,
here.
just picking spells.
We
so
had a
we can
decent
start
amount of
without
time.
that.
I rewound it a little
extra
bit, so
time,
I think we
Matt,
had a
I'm
little
going
over 20 minutes,
attempt
not counting
to make
me talking.
a tracer arrow.
Unfortunately, you don't really have a good space to do that here.
Great.
You're in a person
Do
stable.
explosive chemistry in a stall with 3 other people right around me?
Unfortunately, I'm going to say no to that one.
Cool.
But keep an eye out.
Cool,
A
cool.
fair amount of natural manure around as well.
Yeah, that sounds like a great combination.
And dry hay.
Yeah. What'd you roll? 1. Well, that's the fastest TPK we've ever had. An unceremonious end to the Mighty Nine
My
story.
apologies. I almost
Detonated
died
by
3 times there.
ignited
I
feces.
rolled high and I live.
Okay, I'm at full hit points.
Okay, Bo.
I'll take a little power nap,
Full hit points, power
and
nap.
I'll head out like
I hope we get to
45 minutes
see
after
her
sunset,
training.
which
We
is,
have
like,
about
been dark for a
10,
little bit.
12
I'll
minutes
say
left.
because everyone else is also taking a long rest, your power nap sends you to a point of consciousness where you wake and it's dark and you're not sure what time it is. And there's a brief bit of
Fuck. Caleb, what time is it?
he's not in your room.
A panic.
Shit.
Oh shit.
The other
She's in
ladies
panic.
are deep in
Damn,
their
I'm late
rests.
for school. Dang,
Light
dang.
snoring.
Back to the Future style.
Light snoring.
Light snoring.
Light
Question.
snoring. Yes.
Where's Not's glamour armor? Where's your glamour armor?
Not, I think.
On?
I don't know. Do I
Yeah.
sleep in armor?
Do you sleep in your armor?
In this
Probably not.
case,
Are you wearing
probably
that?
not. Yeah, why would that
Is
be?
it made out of leather?
It's made of leather, yeah.
Oh, then I'll sleep in it.
Up? Not makes it more difficult.
Not's currently.
Can wake me up.
Honestly, I don't know.
Do we have a hat?
Because it would
Do we have a
be
disguise
easier,
hat? We don't have that.
but it
Is
would
that
be
what
very
we're doing?
uncomfortable. But I guess not.
It is.
I don't know. Would you just get used to being uncomfortable? You could still want to be comfortable.
Yeah, I wake up now.
No!
Shh. I'm sorry.
Caduceus, Mr. Towson over there. It's very quiet.
You want to wear my clothes?
Yeah.
What will I wear?
Would it even
I-
fit?
Yes, of course you can.
Really?
You're one of my closest allies and friends.
That is deeply kind of you.
I love the
Don't
way
look at me
that.
while I change.
Don't look at me though.
I want to
Don't look at me while
try
I
and blend in a
change.
little bit
You are
more.
one of my greatest.
You do not need to attune to this. You don't have to take an hour to attune, which is nice.
Yes.
Although she does hand you armor the size of Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah. And you take it and kind of.
I was gonna say, how is she gonna fit?
Try and squeeze into one shoulder. Like this is
You
not gonna
have
work.
gotten
You feel it kind of
armor the size of Teddy
expand a bit and
Ruxpin.
loosen itself, and the plates shift to meet your frame.
Oh.
Look.
I mean, it just looks the same.
It's
You have
like
to-
the
you have to
suit
sort of,
from
like,
Back to the
think
Future.
what
More
you want it to
references.
look like.
And I copied
Size
that armor
adjusting.
that the
Fit.
Cream.
but the Kreen armor. That, with the guard that I was just talking to. Is it
Okay.
a bugbear guard?
No, it's cream.
No, it's
Cream
cream
guard.
with like
All right, so you watch it as the
half armor.
And it's got like a hood and shit, right?
the leather armor does not have a hood,
Okay.
so you're still. Visually,
I think she's thinking of the cloak.
put my
Wasn't there?
cloak
Yeah,
hood
the
up.
okay.
there,
But you give
because
yourself
not as
kind of the visual perspective
not has
of
the
the chitinous
cloak.
armor of the Kreen soldiers. All right.
You're the best.
you are the best. I know I am
Good luck out there.
the
Have
best.
fun training.
Meet you guys at the well.
Cool.
All right. You step out and you get a few feet from the back entrance to the pens here, outside of the four corners, before a voice goes.
Is it
Glance over and you can see
Diron?
Diron in
Diron?
her drow.
I
Visage.
keep saying Diron.
Arms crossed.
And then I hear Diron.
That took you some time, didn't it?
Matt says Diron, but then I think Talks Machina, they said Diron. I'm so confused.
trailed behind her a
But
little
whatever. To
Okay.
me, it's Diron
One by
because
one,
of
she
Dave
leads you
Chappelle.
for about 15 minutes away from where you guys were sleeping, until eventually you come to what looks to be some large storage bin of some kind, or a storage facility. It has one sliding door that is partially ajar.
This is where
and
we
as soon as you
train.
kind of approach the slight crack, you can already smell like this heavy, heavy scent of tobacco. As you come and enter, you can see what looks to be a lot of this like thick tar-like tobacco plants that are currently being stored here. And this kind of black tar material that seems to have been long dried against a lot of the wood of the inside of this facility. It's maybe 20 foot by 30 feet, this space here, and half of it is filled with crates and other things seem to contain this. As you enter and kind of look around, you hear, as it closes behind you, it is dark inside there. No light.
We're going to train.
Goggles on. And the voice, as soon as
In
the goggles
tobacco
on,
world.
In the darkness, you can see Diron's form behind you as you turn around to look, and she goes, "That is good. That helps take care of one weakness."
Okay.
Good comeback. Good.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got.
She approaches and says, "So, I have taught you some techniques, and I see there is still some teaching to be done. You have jumped ahead in some ways. when you were
Marisha's
not
got a
ready,
great smirk.
and there are some things you skipped along the process. For one, Show me what you can learn from me.
We're gonna have probably
blows.
enough time to
Go
figure
for
this
it.
out.
Attack rolls.
Flurry
Come
of
on,
blows.
girl.
All right, here we go. We got
First
probably
one,
just
second
enough
one.
time to learn some skills.
First one's a 4, second one's a natural 19.
Okay, first one she slaps away. The second attack catches her in the chin.
All right.
Those are 2 attacks, and then you have your 2 bonus action attacks.
One for
No, I
2.
I thought I was starting.
I mean,
with
we're
flurry of blows.
50%.
Well, you have
We
to
hit
attack
her.
action, then
We hit her.
flurry of
And then
blows is how it works,
flurry
yeah.
of blows. Okay.
So
I'm
you
just pleased we
first
hit her,
roll 2
because normally in
strikes,
these
and then go into the flurry of
circumstances,
blows as the bonus action.
you get your ass
Okay.
handed
So you
to
can roll
you.
damage for that first one.
You're good.
Why? 6 damage.
You got
Pulling
it,
my
right?
pulling my punches. Yeah, those are the right ones.
Go for it, and
Missed
then go
that.
ahead and follow up with your bonus action. Do your 2 more unarmed strikes then.
Unarmed strikes, 2 more
for it.
actions.
Damn it,
Hear the
Gil.
music? The music is very like
18.
learning in a martial arts
Okay.
movie.
For the first
like a
one,
battle
and
is
17
happening,
for the
but
other one.
one
17 misses, 18 does hit.
where you're probably going to lose.
And I extract aspects.
What are you choosing to learn?
Aspects, love it. Extracting
Constitution.
aspects.
Okay.
Not used as often as
With that, you
most.
learn. Diron has a Constitution modifier +2.
Stunning strike.
Stunning strike.
That last one.
Okay.
Crack, crack. Roundhouse to the face.
And she just stands there, unable to move in the moment.
Yeah, good pop. Good pop.
I tell her. Looks like the diet out here has been messing with your system a little bit. Not feeling as hearty as you normally do back in the Empire.
talking
She shrugs off the
shit.
stun after a moment and looks back and goes, "Your attacks are still unfocused. You try and reach too broadly. Instead, try and learn the important things all at once. Like this." She goes in for a series of strikes against you. That is 24 to hit.
Yes.
That is 11 to hit.
Hits.
11 hits.
Hits.
So, sorry, misses.
Hits. I was like, what?
Just saying that, I'm just yeah.
Bo's got the highest AC, I'm pretty sure, of the whole team.
The first strike
Thinking of
is
something else.
that's
Look,
gonna be
oh, there it
12
is right there.
points
20
bludgeoning damage.
points. Our card is
She
right
takes
over
one
there.
hit to the sternum, and you hear the bones kind of crack inward.
The
from the
11.
impact.
She got
The
so
wind
in the
kinda
moment.
temporarily
Hits
knocked out of you.
everything. Hits.
You're blown back, and her next swing, with her other fist, goes towards your face, and the momentum that forced you backwards, you lean into it, and like a reed in the wind, you bend out of the way, and the fist just arcs past the front
Love
of your
it.
face, just guiding past the front of your nose. Goes into a flurry of blows as well. That's going to be a 23 to hit,
Hits.
and a 25 to
Oh, we are getting
hit.
hard
Take,
hits.
5 points of bludgeoning damage,
Whap, whap.
and
Oh my god, Bo is
10
halved, I
points of
think.
bludgeoning damage.
Or no, not
With these
quite.
2 strikes,
10,
one
5.
goes and strikes not the sternum, but just below it with
Not
the rib
quite,
cage
yeah,
ends and seems to
like
kinda
more
hook
than a
underneath
third.
where the bone is. So it's like actually grabbing you up in the rib cage and pulls you forward. The pain is sharp and immense, and you as you come forward, the other fingers kind of hit you up underneath the chin and grasp inward as a hook as well. And in a second,
Love it.
I mean, a moment after that, you can feel your heartbeat, like the blood from your jugular hitting her fingers. You watch as she focuses, but there's an interesting expression as opposed to like visualizing the anatomy. Her eyes are somewhat half closed and unfocused, and you
What is
you
Tal's
know when you
whispering?
use ki,
I want to
when
know
you
secrets.
focus on your spiritual energy to harness your combat prowess, there is kind of a communion between your ki and hers. It's invasive, and you feel this kind of.
Oh, is she learning
this
something right
force
now?
Come into you from the impact of the
She's about to
chin
learn something.
and then extrude back into her fingers, and she pulls away.
No, it's my personal space. Personal space.
So, that is one thing I would like to show you to do.
What did you do?
Well,
She took her
learned-
key point.
the bulk of the important things. And over the next few minutes, she begins to show you the proper points to apply this pressure. This alters your extracting aspects of it.
Oh, okay.
And this goes into a series of
Learning more about your enemy
sparring matches as well.
by
where
feeling pressure
she shows
points.
you that being reactive is important, but perhaps not as important in your current training, as far as being prepared for immediately dealing with a scenario, and for your current purpose of your mission is instead to find that moment of weakness in an opponent and retaliate as quickly as possible. So, as part of this training, you get to we have
new
new
updates.
to the way of the Cobalt Soul for you. Yeah.
Class updates.
It is a
Class updates.
homebrew of mine that I've been toying with the game here and community feedback for a while, and now we have an opportunity for you to adjust a few things.
Matthew
So,
Homebrew.
as part of this, your extract
That
aspects.
sounds like an amazing name, Matthew
As opposed to
Homebrew.
choosing, whenever you hit a creature with one of your flurry of blows, you learn what conditions they're immune to, what damage they're immune to, what damages they're resistant to, and what damages they're vulnerable to
So I don't pick.
at
I
once.
just
You don't have to
roll
pick.
all of it
What?
at once.
You learn those. You lose some of the broader choices,
Right.
but those you just learn automatically.
That's
as they
awesome.
are generally important.
So
as
just on
opposed to
striking,
having
it
to
is
pick and
like
choose,
pressure point
Either you
learnage.
learn immediately that none of these are important,
I
or at
love
least you
it.
learn some information
Love
that
it.
help you tactically.
Crazy
adapt.
cool.
You still have to convey that to your party once learned, but that can be useful at times.
Okay.
I would
We
say
have this
so.
variation of that. Also,
Flurry of blows, though. Did he say it had to be connected
Also
to flurry of
swapping
blows?
the arrival of two of the abilities, the preternatural counter.
So it's not
and
like
the,
every
Minor
hit.
Mercury
I think he said it had to be
are
flurry of blows
swapped.
hits.
So you currently do not have the ability to gain additional reactions by spending key points. And that's
Alright.
changed a bit now. You can't spend multiple in a turn. Once per turn, eventually when you get this ability, once per turn you can spend a key point to get an additional reaction.
Okay. Once per
This
turn,
last
key
one
points.
But what you have now is preternatural counter, which is whenever an enemy misses you with an attack in melee, you can use your reaction to make an unarmed strike back at them.
Every time.
Every time.
One.
All right. So
reaction
now
per
we
turn.
have upped our melee abilities, but no more. I mean,
part of
hey, that's a
this
good trade-off. I'm good.
Training.
I like
You
it.
do suffer an additional
Oh,
12 points of bludgeoning damage
Ouchies.
when all is said and done.
so we are more than halved.
When this training is complete, both you and Diron are sweating in the dark here in the warehouse. You're exhausted and sore, but also happy to know that you feel a little more confident in your abilities to defend yourself and both learn the important aspects of some of your enemies in the battlefield, as well as utilize their failures to your advantage, being able to read their movements, and in that instant, be able to avoid that.
The music
burst
sounds
of
like an
conflict
old
and then reciprocate
video
with
game,
your
like
own active
Final
aggression.
Fight or something.
When Diron looks up to you after a few rounds of this, about
Kinda
a good hour or so of this
Castlevania-like.
conflict, and goes, "I am very impressed at how fast you were able to pick this up. I knew that
We are amazing.
my eye on you was not wasted.
Your what? Your aura?
My eye on you.
My eye on.
Sorry. Sorry. You
My
hit me
eye
in the
on
head.
you.
My
I
ears-
told
I
you
am
to
no-
listen
I am
specifically.
confused.
I'm sorry.
I
Christ, I'm a
owe
little
you another
dazed.
martial arts lesson.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take a few minutes, and then I'm gonna go climb down a well with my friends.
Let me deal with this concussion. And then I'm gonna go down a well.
We bought these morebounders from this harmless goblin guy, and there was a
Beauregard.
rift, and
Don't die. Listen.
Don't die.
Be patient. Be careful. And if we're lucky, I'll see you on the other side. She walks past and kind of pats you on the shoulder. and then
Diron
steps out
out.
of
how
the
might I find you in Gordranas?
You told me your friends can contact me. They already have before.
I
Just
want-
keep that friend alive.
I want to give you something. And I pull out a written
My
copy.
vagina. And Laura goes, I pull out my vagina.
We were all.
And I pull out my vagina.
Of the cipher. I know how to write in this. There's
Look at Laura.
instructions.
Laura is ruining the
write
whole
it, how to
scene
read
with
it.
her hilarious. Look, and now Travis got the giggles.
There's every information.
Laura, you child. I
communicate.
love it.
Under the radar. You can write me with that.
Under the radar.
I'll look over this in my travels. I'm certain to have time in the weeks to come. Thank you. Now, what did I say?
Stay alive.
And
Don't die.
Listen,
and
Don't die.
trust no one.
Lots of things. You said lots of things.
I kind of gambled on that last one. You've said a lot of things.
Yeah, you said a lot.
Oh,
Be patient.
Right, be patient.
You did say a lot of
patient.
things. I mean,
Listen.
I remembered that
Stay
one
alive.
too.
Patient, listen.
I had most of them. I remembered most of them.
Okay.
I remembered that one. There was just a lot of
then
them. I agree
that
with
final
Bo. It's a
push
lot.
exits out and vanishes into the night air of Asarius.
We might be breaking right here. We gonna go to the well
spend
first?
More. No, wait. You have to rest to spend a hit dice.
Yeah. You can go back and do that.
Because you got how? Do I know if they'd still be asleep?
I mean, you can make a nature check to try.
Honestly,
or not even
that
just
couldn't
survive,
have
maybe
took.
survival
I mean,
check to
actually,
gauge
how long
hours
could that have
the
taken?
point of the evening it may be.
It could have took a while. I don't know how long we were
19.
doing that.
19?
19's good.
You gather it's a little bit past midnight at this time.
Oh,
Okay.
go back get some sleep.
There are a few more hours before your friends will probably be waking.
Yeah.
However, you are losing a long rest
My
in
bad.
doing this, and it might come to the point of possibly gaining a point of exhaustion. So
Okay.
Might
Okay.
come to
Well,
a point
I'm
of
gonna
exhaustion.
Go back. I'm gonna take
Literally a
another
point.
short rest. I'm gonna crawl back
Okay.
in,
make a stealth check for me.
and I keep my eye open.
Yeah, I would nap a little. Maybe it'll help that because Matt said possibly
13.
you lose a point to exhaustion.
With the armor that you have, no one seems to bother you. With that roll, you make your way back towards the pens outside of the Four Corners, stealthily glide into one of the two chambers where the ladies were previously sleeping, and allow yourself to take a short rest in silent peace.
Lovely. Look at that. Beautiful.
I meditate.
Okay.
So you're in there and you're awake, so you could wake us up, make sure we wake up on the earlier side of it than the later side.
Yeah.
I could, yeah.
The rest of you complete your short rest. You slowly begin to rouse to consciousness to the dark, early morning. It is freezing. There is frost on the edges of the
Oh my
wood
god,
that
I like
surround
feel
you.
it.
And as you come to
Matt
gather
has
your
a great
bearings for whatever the rest of this
And this is where we're
cold,
stopping.
frozen dew morning brings, we're gonna go ahead and take a break.
There we are.
So we'll be back here in a few
We'll be back
moments.
here in a few
We do have
moments,
our
guys.
giveaway tonight.
We have our giveaway
our
tonight.
fantastic worm.
Purple Heart. It was Purple Heart on Talks.
This is the spalted tamarind.
Whoa, that one I might
Our
have
friends
never
at Worm did
seen.
this fantastic spalted tamarind
Spalted
dice tray made of
tamarind.
very high quality spalted tamarind wood. With a leather,
that is maybe the first time
flooring
I've
on
ever
this.
seen that one, and that is
this will go to
awesome.
one lucky winner when we return. The
I
code
dig
word
that
for
one,
tonight
guys.
is spy.
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 Let me go into the
So
comments.
here in the
And
Critical Role Twitch chat,
4
go ahead and
years
enter the word spy
ago, maybe
once,
I
more
won
than
it.
once, and you will be
We'll see.
disqualified.
We'll find out.
Once again,
In
it's only
4
for our
years
friends in the US
ago.
and Canada, excluding Quebec because of stupid giveaway laws. But we'll return here shortly with a winner. We'll see you guys in a minute.
That tamarind is so spalted.
It is so
spalted, man. Oh my God.
spalted.
It's like a super spalt.
All right, guys, that is it for episode 54, up to the break at least. Spalted Tamarind. Looked amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that one. We see a lot of repetition with these. I see Bolivian rosewood a lot. We see that other zebra-ish looking kind of wood. I can't remember the name. There was that orange one for Halloween. Purple Heart we get all the time. So many others. But that one, I don't think I've ever seen. Looks amazing. Maybe it's a newer wood. I still got to go on. I said this during one of the most recent live streams. But I am going to go on at some point and get a Wormwood official one. I've got a couple other random things. But even though they're like very pricey, I feel like it's like the Cadillac of dice trays. Like, even though it's a little pricey, people, it's like you want to have the best. And it looks like the most quality one. Nothing against anybody else. I have a couple other ones. I'm sure they're built great. But it's like I just want to have a Cadillac of dice trays. And Purple Heart, I don't see any others that could quite compare. Some are close. I've seen some that are close, but it just looks so great. And I want to have an official one. So I'm going to do it. They've shown me too many times. It's like stuck in my head. I have to have it. Either way, we get Matt being amazing as usual. We're about to go down a well. We have Marisha Bo learning from Diron. Diron. I know I'm butchering the name, but I feel like I swear I hear it. And then when I think I hear Matt saying it different, then it sounds like he's saying Diron. Sorry, I'm beating it like a dead horse. But either way, Diron is teaching us more amazing things. Now, I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure they were saying when Bo does Fury of Blows only, she will hit the enemy and immediately know like a bunch of stuff. It was like 4 different things. But I feel like it's only Flurry of Blows. Because in my head at first, I'm like, holy crap, every single attack? But then actually, maybe it is, because somebody did, I think, ask that exact question. I don't know now. Now I'm not so clear. But it might have been solely attack to Flurry of Blows. If not, if it's every attack, that's crazy useful. I mean, we could find out vulnerabilities and what they do that will hurt us, worse, stuff like that. I love it. That would be great. But I mean, I was gonna say it was at the risk or at the loss of something, but honestly, all we did was take some damage. Bo got back, rolled high, we got back, we took a little nap, we're rising. The frost is on everything around us. It is early, early morning. We're going to go down in a well, and there is this 3-foot hole we're gonna go through. I think that's pretty much all we really tied into. I mean, we had 20 minutes. I feel like there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. I mean, it was cool that Marisha got the armor. Bo took Not's armor. Not was like, of course, you're an amazing friend and ally. And the armor adjusted to the form. It shifted the plates and adjusted to the form of Bo, which was awesome as well. I mean, beyond that, what else? I guess we'll just wait for the live stream. Like I said in the beginning, live stream Friday. We've been hitting 50 likes every time. I would love to grow that so much bigger, so jump over there. 7:45 is when we usually start. By 8 o'clock, we're rolling with the episode usually. We're going to do the rest of this episode. We got the Patreon Hour exclusive every episode of Campaign 2. You guys want to see more of what I do? Patreon link below. Check that out. Hundreds of other movies and shows. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Legend of Korra, Death Note, hundreds of others all in full. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.